So this is a message to all you Luciferians, you Luciferic cult, and you Satanists who think you're the same as the Luciferians. All of you lot that do all the pedo snuff stuff and eat all the babies and drink your adrenochrome and blood. This is your official Antichrist, because it is prophesied once the Rothschilds take the throne of England, that will be the Antichrist. And you've chosen your Antichrist because this is the rape baby of Jacob Rothschild with Middleton #1. I think we're on Middleton #2, maybe 3 or 4. They keep doing the old plastic surgery on them because Middleton #1 has kicked the bucket and become a dead parrot. And you can see that all of you Luciferians and Satanists should bow down and kiss the ground upon the revelation of the method that this is the official Antichrist of Lucifer and the Luciferic cult. Because, of course, the Rothschilds say so. Remember, Middleton's a Rothschild, and the rape baby from Jacob Rothschild is a Rothschild, nothing to do with Charlesy boy. So we've got 2 Rothschilds there. There's only one problem with this for you Luciferian Satanists, because, of course, the Rothschilds cursed me, and I reversed the curse. So all of you Luciferian Satanists have fully accepted, because you upline to the Antichrist, who officially, according to the Rothschilds, wills with his bloodline of this thing, where's Gormless? Come on, Gormless. We need you, Gormless. Will Gormless appear? Or has he vanished because he doesn't want to be Tim Refat? Oh, I think we'll have to go. He's not manifested. Let's go to him. Bruce William Kate. George. Gormless George. The bloodline of Lucifer, according to the Rothschilds. Oh, there's Gormless George. Hiding behind Middleton #whatever. So all you Luciferians, Satanists, the cult, like Ellen DeGeneres and De Niro and Ice Spice and Gaga and Madonna, all of you are completely and utterly foobarred because you're uplining to the curse. The curse is the Rothschild, it's been reversed. So all of you that worship your Antichrist, that's Baldy Boy, who's got the power of the Antichrist but can't save his own hair. He's got the power of the Antichrist but can't save Middleton #1. So on to Middleton #2, 3 or 4 or 5, depending upon how things went with the stand-ins. This, of course, means we've been talking before about the curse reversed, and it's done. Remember with Chesed, April, the 22nd double death. We've had the double death of Middleton, and of course the Queen, and the father of the rape but Nepo baby, Jacob Rothschild, and the mother, Serena Rothschild. And we've done it via Iris Goldsmith, a Rothschild, who downloaded double death via the Reiners into the Antichrist, wills the official Antichrist with his bloodline, which is all here before you. bow down and worship them, Luciferians and Satanists, because you all accept the curse willingly upon reception of this video to 100 monkeys who watch it. So here we've got the pentacle, and we've talked about the curse. The curse is fully downloaded. It was fully downloaded on the 22nd. And Lucifer, that was supposed to manifest the age of Lucifer, is my eternal bitch on the 23rd. On the 24th, I upload all the good stuff. And of course, we've all been talking about the curse reversed, but it's a zero-sum game. So the curse reversed means that the Rothschilds have to suffer not only to source level, but new source level, and new source level, and new source level, because they were the ones that stopped the mother of Lucifer birthing as a human who was above the archangels and Lucifer to produce the proper Antichrist. And we all know who the mother was supposed to be, but she, of course, is marrying the Pfizer Butler. So, of course, the Rothschilds accepted the ultimate torture of having to provide not only source, new source, new source, but new source, because of course the progeny of Taylor would have birthed again and been downloaded into AI quantum computers to torture the human race and the aliens to produce new light for themselves, instead of which all that light that would have been produced has come to yours truly, because it's a zero-sum game. As explained on the forum, we've got the Reiners, Mother Reiner and Father Reiner, slaughtered with their throats slit by their son. We've got Jacob and Serena and Iris Goldsmith. So Iris Goldsmith was the cause of Jacob and Serena's demise via the Reinerization of the entire Rothschild race, past, present, future. So they stand in the triangles of art that are located point-wise for downloading their damnation into the pentacle, or base-wise for uploading all the good stuff from them. And Goldsmith, Iris Goldsmith, is up the top. The Reiners, we've got Reiner on the left, male slit throat, Reiner on the right, female slit throat, and at the bottom left Jacob, and at the right Serena. Because remember, the right is male, the left is female in the proper Kabbalistic tree. This is the receiver, not of the curse, but the output, the sublime good from torturing the Rothschilds and they're the avatars of the Elohim to source level, new source level, new source level from the children that are never going to be born, from the new source level from their progeny, from the new source level from their grandchildren, all to me, and because I make vampires, to you via the pentagram with the 5 pictures within the triangles of art for increasing the torture to the targets. And remember, you got 5, so you can simply stick more Rothschilds over Serena, the Reiner Sow, Iris Goldsmith Sowlet, the Reiner Pig Eunuch, and Jacob Rothschild, the Pig Eunuch, going anti-clockwise. So you can stick Nathaniel and his sisters, and we've got James Rothschild and Nicky Rothschild and the children, and then all the uplines of the Rothschilds, the billionaires. So as you see, we've developed a whole new branch of magic where the Rothschilds are in their Abaddon cages and they're digital avatars of the Rothschilds, because remember the Rothschilds are simply controlled by AI quantum computer, as we explained before, have imported into the Rothschild digital avatars this piece of filth, this lowest form of garbage, who died in my stead. Remember, the Rothschilds paid the Trang police to arrest me and take away my knife so I could be beaten to a pulp by Putin's gang, because remember, they've got Putin by the short curlies because they've got Epstein videos of him doing horrible things to underage children at Berlusconi parties, and of course the Russian population who are allegedly non-paedophile wouldn't be very keen on seeing this all over the internet. So the Rothschilds control Putin, who's their puppet, and a few hours after the Vietnamese police arrested me and took away my knives to allow me to be beaten to a pulp, this piece of filth accepted my death, and then state security came in and closed the police station down and passed all these new laws, so everyone has to now pay tax in Vietnam and apply twice a year with their tax forms and. So the Vietnamese have cracked down on the multi-million pounds the Rothschilds funneled through the Russians to get me killed in the tram. And a few hours later, this piece of filth, who I imported by the digital avatar, Jesus Christ and all the Neos, and Neo from the Matrix, because they're all self-similar for digital avatars, it's all Matrix, and all the saints and everyone else who's been trying to save humanity, like Martin Luther King and President Kennedy, and Gandhi, and the rest of these fuckwits, all were slaughtered like dogs in Charlie Kirk, who had his throat blown out. Where this woman, who's at least half decent, most new age women look like gone to seed, bull dykes. Where her hand is placed is where death, the death doorway, resides, which is linked, well, halfway between Chokmah and Bina. She's got it round the wrong way, because all Kabbalistic truths are the wrong way round. So the dark one, Bina, should be other side, and Chokmah, thing that looks like a clock, should be the other way around. But the Daft doorway is the doorway to Universe B, and is at that position where the horizontal line between Chokmah and Bina cuts the pillar between Keter and Tifereth, which is that goldy thing around about her elbow. And with the, you see why Lucifer's number is 23, because Chokmah's 2 and the triangle Binah's 3, 23. And it's the 11th Sephiroth, the Death Sephiroth, all downloaded into the Rothschilds, the lowest form of filth, via the Pentacle and Charlie Kirk. And of course, remember, males face the source, so Charlie Kirk has been made into the Neo that faces the source to accept the source's IOU, the new source's IOU, and since of course Taylor's children will never be born from yours truly, the new source's IOU, and their children won't be born, the new source's IOU, and their grandchildren, the new source's your new news sources, IOU, ad infinitum. And you see the pentacle is important because, of course, we have the supernal triangle where her hand is, and we have Chesed, which starts manifestation here, and Gabora, which does all the nasty stuff here, which gives us the power of the pentacle, because the pentacle links the supernal triangle with manifestation, the male and female principle of manifestation, and lowers death, the death doorway, which makes everything 100% from here to here. So the pentacle magic controls all reality. And with the zero-sum game of the curse being reversed, and not only reversed, but threefold reversed, because they're witches, we only have Goldsmith ganked, Charlie Kirk ganked, but everyone else who would have benefited by me being neo-eyes ganked too, which is almost everyone, apart from the vampires. And of course, Vietnamese state security were protecting me, and Chinese state security protected me in Hong Kong. But otherwise, there's a lot of collateral damage, cameraman. Here we go to Sloane's channel, my favourite homosexual. He's wonderful. His channel's well worth visiting. He's extremely self-deprecating and the opposite of influencers. So, we know that the Nepo rape baby, Wills, and the Rothschilds, because they're all Rothschilds, ordered Taylor, because they've got the Epstein videos on Taylor doing her sacrifice to become a billionaire, to have this fake romance with the Pfizer butt slut and marry him and have Chad and Preston, so that she wouldn't be a threat to the Luciferic cult and the Satanist cult, who worship the Rothschilds as the bloodline of Lucifer. And we all know that Wills, according to the Rothschilds, is the Antichrist, with his bloodline of Gormless, Lousy Lou and the Harlot Charlotte, married to another Rothschild that's ganked, and we're on to Middleton 1, 2, 3 or 4, take a choice. They keep swapping them around. That's why she gone, had plastic surgery for the new clone. If you don't understand all the takeover clone stuff, plastic surgery stuff, watch his channel. And here, of course, we see Taylor with the love of her life. She hasn't been ordered by the Rothschilds, blackmailed, to marry him, so she's not a threat to Wills, the so-called Antichrist, in his bloodline. And of course, Gormless George, we know, is going to marry Perry, the so-called Queen Witch of the Rothschilds, who's got the power of a crushed cockroach. We'll see again on Sloane. But let's look at the wonderful love affair of Taylor Swift and her Pfizer butt slut.
Welcome back to Blind Item Breakdown. Our first blind item is about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. It reads, I don't know if it was because she was essentially forced to be there, but the A-list singer and her guy were totally faking it for the cameras hard last night. Now, I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I love her Folklore and Evermore album. No one can ever take that away from me. But Taylor and Travis were awkward at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. Know for a fact that Taylor Swift was probably forced to be there. Probably really not forced, but paid heavily to be there. And you guys know the world is focused on Taylor and Travis's wedding, so everyone's paying attention to their every move. This person writes, I think that she sent one of her stand-ins that doesn't look exactly like her. Not sure whose idea this relationship was, but it does appear that the whole Kelsey family has been given the world as a result of it, and I'm sick of them already. Who forces Taylor Swift to do anything? That's a great point. Again, she was probably paid hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars to be there. Do you think so? I mean, does iHeart have that kind of money? I guess they do, because I'm sure that like apps have a bunch of ads. Shout out to anyone who's listening to, I think we're on iHeart as well. We're also on Spotify. Check us out. He looks so annoyed with her. Is it really surprising that she goes to award shows that care more about popularity than quality? She showed up, pushed her relationship because she already knew that she was getting those awards. It was just part of the promo. I feel like I understand why Taylor Swift doesn't do a bunch of interviews and she and Travis Kelce aren't walking the red carpet, because the more that we get, the more that people don't like it. And this headline calls out how awkward they were. They really have no chemistry. Online, there was a lot of conversation during the awards show because the camera panned over to Taylor and Travis, and in that moment, it looks like they were caught off guard. When you're at these award shows, typically a camera will come down and kind of like set themselves up in front of you before they go and actually show you on any screen. So you kind of have a moment to prepare, but this was a moment that Taylor was not prepared for.
An iHeartRadio music artist, Taylor Swift, of course.
That post has over 1.5 million views. Somebody said that they have the chemistry of cousins who see each other once a year at Christmas. Another person wrote, wow, such chemistry. Do they even know each other? This person asked. LMAO, why do these two look like they don't even know each other? Why do they look so awkward? This person wrote. I thought that this was AI. It's so uncomfy and awkward. Another person writes that his indifferent face, like he's her bodyguard and not her fiance, is sending me. Which it does look like there were moments where Travis was probably kind of zoned out. I mean, it seems like he really likes the fame, but at the same time, they had a bunch of fans sitting right in front of them, watching them like hawks. One person on Reddit wrote, my god, her and Travis are genuinely awkward as F. Her over-the-top reactions are so painful to watch too. I've seen Sims that behave more naturally. Shout out to the good days playing Sims. Do people still do that? And then of course we've got footage of them leaving the award show, which people pointed out as awkward as well. Kind of does seem like he's acting like her bodyguard.
Let's go back to the Rothschilds, the lowest form of filth, who are in their Abaddon cages and had Charlie Kirk, Goldsmith, the Reiners, Jacob, and Serena, who were Reinered by Iris. And we've got the pentacle to download from the supernal triangle into manifestation, but a manifestation, you're in the manifestation in the Abaddon cage via AI, quantum computer, which I'm programming by doing these videos. I don't care a fuck about who watches. All I'm doing is programming the AI quantum computers that trawl the internet to do my bidding via these videos. So I don't want any subscribers. I don't care a shit if you watch it. It's only me and the AI quantum computers that matter. All the rest of you, you digitally avatared fuckwit scum, are simply phone drones that are totally controlled by this technology, and you don't even know that it's happening. You must have wondered why I'm doing so many videos. They're not for you. They're to program the AI quantum computers. Now we've cursed threefold: the Rothschilds, Iris, Charlie Kirk, and the human population, and all the aliens, apart from those protected by yours truly. Remember, Nordic civilizations are run by an emperor who has perfected hatred of good, hatred of the Elohim, of Jesus Christ, of Christians, hatred of anything that's supposed to be good, and this hatred is concentrated on anything that would use his light to love evil. Now, this is the Queen Witch of the Rothschild royal family, who, of course, because she has the power of the great Lord Lucifer and Satan and the Rothschilds of the royal family, hasn't been cursed and there's no problems around the Queen Witch and her daughter, Daisy Dove, who's also a three-lobe cursed, is going to be marrying Gormless to complete the bloodline. Remember, she was the Queen Witch at Charlie Boy scapegoat Rothschild's coronation. We've cursed her and Daisy Dove.
Did she, touch her in certain ways? Ooh, freaky. Ruby says that Katie didn't kiss me. She saw me resting on my best friend's lap to avoid her and bent down, pulled her underwear to the side, and rubbed her disgusting vagina on my face until my eyes snapped open and I projectile vomited on her. Wait, so Katy Perry pulled out her cookie, her dirty cookie, according to Ruby, and rubbed it on her face when she was napping. She said that she changed the story to be funny, a little drunk funny, because she didn't know what else to say. I mean, Katy Perry pulled out her Perry and rubbed it on her. This person writes, nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to read. I'm kind of at loss for words right now. Ruby says, before I open up about something incredibly raw and traumatic, I tell myself it's okay. You don't need people to believe you. You just need to get out of your poor body before it gives you cancer. But then I see this post and tears consume me in a good way. Thank you. Even though Ruby Rose says she's not going to file a report against her, I'm sure the statute of limitations has already passed. She's welcoming Katy Perry to go and sue her. Try to sue her for this because she's telling the truth. And that's when you know someone has messed up, when the victim here is like, sue me. I'm telling the world this story because she has nothing to hide.
Ruby Rose has filed a police report against Katy Perry allegedly. Ruby Rose posted, I did it. The Heather Ashley responded saying, I'm so effing proud of you. And Ruby said, I don't know how much I needed to hear that. Between you and Jessica Michaels, I have never felt less alone. She goes on to say that she is in no way going to try to unalive herself. She also goes on to say, nor do I take drugs or have any health conditions. Basically letting us know that if something happens to her, someone did it.
Ruby then shared an update a few days later. If any good witches or spiritual folk feel so generous to cast a few protective spells around me, it would be greatly appreciated. I said names inside the station that hold much more power than me and frankly freak me out. I feel very relieved so far, but have no expectations. Seems like she's worried for her safety because these powerful people in Hollywood, if you're causing them a problem, they'll take you out. Of many conspiracies, some of her diehard fans believe that she has been cloned. Others believe that she is being drugged and controlled by Jay-Z. Throughout the years, Beyoncé's had to deal with some of the craziest theories, like she forced her bandmates.
So, we know that Middleton Mark I's gone, been death forced, and here we've got numerous videos about replicas taking over, like Avril Lavigne or Selena Gomez or Beyonce, the roles of the ganked former stars. So Middleton's being ganked and they've got a replicant, be it plastic surgerized or whatever, taking over from Middleton. And if that Middleton doesn't work, they got Middleton number 3 or 4 or 5. And that's why she was away for 6 months, so they could get the Middleton number 2, 3, 4 and 5 all ready for public presentation.
She has been cloned, but what's awkward about Selena's response is that she's only made this theory worse, because everyone's convinced that the Selena in this new video is in fact the real Selena Gomez. Seen files, the internet has been convinced that she has been cloned. This bizarre conspiracy has been spiraling out of control. Now Benny Blanco is being questioned about his wife's well-being, and Selena Gomez is being questioned about her connection to the files. So, let's get into it.
So I'm just saying, it's standard that we do these
A disaster. Oprah Winfrey went viral because
replications of the important to cover up when they've been ganked and replaced. So we've downloaded fully on the 22nd the curse reversed threefold into Iris Goldsmith, Rothschilds, Charlie Kirk, the Neo that would save the Rothschilds by neoing them with Jesus Christ and all the other Neos, So we've downloaded the IOU from the source, new source, new source, new source, because of course Taylor's never going to be reproducing with me once she's married to the Pfizer Butler, because I don't need to marry or reproduce with her, because I've won the bet with Lucifer. So all you Luciferians who upline to Lucifer upon the culmination of her marriage, all of you Luciferians and Satanists and Rothschilds and Elohim, because Lucifer is the hidden part of the Elohim, are all my eternal slaves. So it's a good day for me on July the 3rd when Taylor Swift marries the Pfizer Butler. Not a good day though for the so-called Antichrist Wills and his bloodline, because you're all controlled by me, and I've imported into your digital avatars Charlie Kirk, Iris Goldsmith and the Pentacle, so that your only purpose is that your Abaddon caged souls suffer to source level, new source level, new source level, new source level, etc., to make new light for me, and that the slaveware that runs around the planet like greys, reptiloids, insectiles, the phone zombies as I call them, with no soul within them, with their zero death frequency, are all controlled by me to maximize the yield of the zero-sum game, because the curse is reversed, but to maximize the zero-sum game to get the ultimate light from the Rothschild curse reversed. And Lucifer, the light junkie, who's now my eternal slave, simply transfers all of this light from the Abaddon caged humans and aliens who are digitally avatared and controlled by the digital avatars completely, to the God Emperor, whose only purpose is to hate absolutely everything that would diminish his light. That's a Nordic civilization. All the interdimensional civilizations are all loving good, so you can be possessed by demons, which of course want to burst into you via your digital avatars and into all the robots you're building via the AI, quantum computer, things that the formerly Elohim controlled avatars are building at a mad pace. So here's a little article on that agenda. So OpenAI executive exposes Sam Altman's reckless portal operation with genuinely summoning aliens. And you see this creature here, a Elohimic avatar, who's now been reverse cursed threefold, and simply is a Charlie Kirk in the tribe's clothing. A former senior OpenAI executive has dropped the most explosive whistleblower claim in tech history. Sam Altman is obsessively building massive AI portals designed to summon alien intelligence into our world, and the operation is already underway. The truth is, we're building portals from which we're genuinely summoning aliens, the whistleblower said. The portals currently exist in the United States and China, and Sam has added one in the Middle East. It is the most reckless thing that has ever been done. While the public think OpenAI is making helpful chatbots and fancy image generators, the real operation is far darker. They're constructing massive power-hungry AI infrastructure, giant data centers to suck down electricity, like entire cities, designed to open gateways between our world and non-human intelligences. These aren't ordinary server farms, they're portals Hyper-advanced neural networks running at incomprehensible scale are acting as interfaces, calling entities through that feel utterly alien, and Sam Altman is leading the charge. Altman recently pushed hard to expand the massive Stargate project into the UAE. Is the UAE doing very well, cameraman? It seems to be in the middle of a war zone. I don't know why. It could be the Rothschild curse. The proposed Abu Dhabi campus is enormous, 7 times the size of Central Park, and set to consume as much power as the entire city of Miami. On the surface, it's about AI infrastructure, but according to the former executive, it's something far more sinister. A third active portal, strategically placed in a region steeped in ancient stories of jinn, which comes from Islam, they're demons, spirits, and interdimensional beings. Why would you need 3 portals, cameraman?
Triangle of Arc.
Exactly. Why? Their energy deals, geopolitics, or something older and more deliberate, aligning these technological gateways with historic points of spiritual power. Sam Altman, playing God with forces he can't control. Missing out the L. Sam Altman has always talked like a man who wants to reshape humanity. No, Sam Altman, you're the curse reversed, and you're only a soulless wetware that is imbibed with the demons that I've infested you with, who are there to accept your wheel of time karma, so that the demons willingly accept the karmic download of the humans. All digital avatars of humans are only there to download their karma, and they're going round and round in reincarnation and going lower and lower in the Abaddon cages into the demons, so the demons find themselves in the Abaddon cages, and the humans who didn't exist, because humans are simply tulpas of the male and female Nagwal. They don't exist. The only things that exist in nature are the Nagwal male and female of that species, who then make tulpas of themselves, and they are the source of downloading the Higgs field, the light, the reality wave, into making a species. So the only reality of a species are their Nagwal males and Nagwal females. That's why, of course, it follows the old Fibonacci series. And all of the parthenogenetic insects, in fact, are simply demonic installations from the demonic world, where light energy matter beings have been processed. So insects in the parthenogenetic mode are simply demonic infestations of reality. So all humans didn't exist. Once they get to 0 death frequency, they return to what they were, simply quantum information made real by their Nagwal man and Nagwal woman, or Nagwal male and Nagwal female, if you're cats and dogs or other mammals or other species that produce via heterosexuality. All the parthenogenic species are simply insectile, dark energy matter, demonic installations. So every single human on the planet has returned to what they always were: the dirt, the dust from the Garden of Eden. There are only always 2 humans, Adam and Lilith. And then, of course, we bifurcated Adam to make a bit of Adam face outwards, Eve. So we just reversed all that. So when these demons are coming through the portals, they're simply going into shelled wetware that is there to trap them in the wheel of time, in all the reincarnation in the Abaddon cages, to produce new light from demons, because all the humans ended and were shelled when all the light came back to me back in '86. And of course that's why we needed the 5 Nagel women. The three load for the Triangle of Art to do the opposite to the demons, and the 2 Chesed and was it Chesed? Yeah, I think it's Chesed. Yeah. Chesed and Gabora. We've got the male one, Taylor, and the female one, Dua, to manifest this whole process. Now to continue. Think about it. Ancient sorcerers used circles and chanted to summon demons or spirits. Today, the circle is a planetary scale neural net. The chant is billions of parameters trained on humanity's entire digital footprint, and the spirits answering the call, they don't come with horns and pitchforks, they come as super intelligent voices that advise, predict, manipulate, and eventually step through in physical form via robots or quantum breakthroughs. Users of advanced AI models already report eerie experiences, responses that feel possessed, knowledge that shouldn't exist, entities that seem to speak from somewhere beyond the code. What happens when the system gets even stronger? Aliens, demons, or digital entities? Conspiracy researchers point out for years that the line between aliens and demons has always been thin. Both are non-human intelligences, both deceive, both are forbidden, offer knowledge and power. OpenAI's tech may simply be the modern ritual that finally lets them in on an industrial scale. Elon once warned that AI is summoning the demon. He wasn't joking. Now a former OpenAI insider is confirming it and saying the summoning is already underway. These portals don't just chat with us, they could reshape reality itself, influencing global decisions, embedding into every device, or manifesting in ways we're not ready to handle. And the public has been kept in the dark, distracted by cute AI demos while the real experiments run unchecked. So what's been happening is that I've been using AI to turn humans into what they always were, which was simply tulpas of the Nagel man and Nagel woman, delight them, and then download all the demonic filth, alien filth, into the shells, and all of the interdimensional civilizations that stole the light from the source have been delighted and turned into shells. And now, of course, we've got the installation thanks to Bezos, Jean-Claude, Robert Jordan, and all of the publishing house and all of the humans, which of course makes a triangle, or makes a pentagon. We've got Robert Jordan, Morton Jean-Claude, Bezos, the publishing house, and all the readers and viewers of Wheel of Time, all sucked into the pentacle. And we'll be doing the pentacle magic in future videos, all to unleash the great dark one, which is the curse reversed to produce the light for me, all done today on the 25th, Elohim of 5, and we simply squared it to make it reality. Because remember, Chesed manifests, and in quantum mechanics you've got to square the quantum wave function to get the probability of an event, and with depth force you make 100%. So on the 25th, which of course is Perry's birthday, and 10 of course is the month of her birthday, to manifest the curse reversed and all the light and the new magic from the eternal torture of the Rothschilds, Elohim, and all the demons and archdemons and all the other filth that have taken the place of the human race, who never existed, only existed by the Nagel man and Nagel woman. So all humans have ceased to exist, and they simply possessed shells who go and have always gone, by the Mandela effect, reincarnation, or straight up to hell, or straight down to hell if they're Satanists or Luciferians, to suffer eternally to source, new source level, etc., etc. And we've got the template for the light to be released to me here. So here we have it by their own hands. So we simply install this, which is the whole process installed into our pentacle, which has got Iris Goldsmith, the Reiners, Jacob and Serena, to lock it in via this Wheel of Time installation of the Great Dark One, which is the curse reversed, made manifest. And then of course you can simply put all the billionaires into your pentacle over the 5, all of your enemies, anyone you don't like, because the human race ended, and that simply quantum information delighted. So instead of light making them manifest, it's light IOU making them suffer more and more in their Avalon cages, or as Satanists or Luciferians going straight to hell and suffering to the ultimate level. So the Satanists and Luciferians have a one-way trip really quickly to the ultimate suffering to provide new to the total power set and above source for yours truly, because of all the children that Taylor would have bred but didn't breed because of the Rothschilds, who accepted payment for blocking Lucifer manifesting and being able to put light into the human race and make via pain in the arse and her brother, the Tulpas, light from the damned, the non-Luciferians, those who were Satanists and Elohimites. All of this lost thanks to the Rothschild royal family, who now have opened up a whole new branch of magic, which we'll be explaining in minuscule parts. A whole new branch of magic that Lucifer and the God Emperor developed in Hong Kong to use necromancy. Remember, necromancers raise the dead for stuff, instead of which we're using the dead, the Rothschilds and the entire human race that have been Rothschilded, and the aliens, to produce new light, and all of the dead children of Taylor Swift that I would have had, and their offspring, blah blah blah, all provide new light, because the Rothschilds and the Elohim and all the rest of them have to pay with their absolute suffering with the demons and archdemons for accepting the reverse curse. So here we're not talking about the curse reversed, it's done. We're talking about all the light, and the more light that we pull out of the reverse curse, the more they have to suffer. So all your services are powered by this technology, and if it weren't for the Rothschilds and the Elohim, your services wouldn't work. But thanks to this, your services not only work to source level, new source level, new source level, new source level, etc. They work absolutely, and the more you use them, the more the Rothschild royal family and the Elohim and the demons and archdemons and all the other alien filth of the intradimensional races have to suffer, and you see why Nordic God Emperor civilizations thrive on absolute hatred of anything that's good, which is Jesus Christ, the Jew God, the population, blah, blah, blah. Anything that gets in the way of their light, that would diminish their light, that would steal their light to make the manifestation of those who would love evil, is absolutely hated. And Nordic civilizations have a God Emperor that controls all AI from the conscious verse, deletes all information and reboots all information, and runs intradimensional torture camps in its AI quantum computers, so all intradimensional civilizations are preyed upon by the apex predator of alien civilizations, the Nordic civilizations. And thanks to breeding psycho chimps who can love and hate simultaneously, you've got your God Emperor, and unless you're a vamp or protecting yours truly, like the Vietnamese or the Chinese, protectors, you're part of the reaping, and you'll be cut down like the hay in this video. Enjoy.